Howdy friends, I thought I would try my first video. This is Art, and I thought I would do my first video on a very controversial watch brand. One of my favorites, but not a favorite of many, and that would be the Swatch. I chose this Swatch because I found it relatively inexpensive. It was kind of beat up and needed some work. I thought it probably wouldn't be salvageable. The crystal was in pretty bad shape. But what I found after I started polishing the piece, it actually turned out really well. And it's not so much the watch brand I want to talk about, but it's maybe the quality of the piece itself. Put aside the fact that it's a Swatch. You know, swatches are cheap, they're inexpensive, they're not high quality, not well made. And I'm here to prove the point otherwise. And not to sway anybody to buy a Swatch, but just give you a few of my thoughts on the watch. First of all, this is a Swatch Arnie, and their Arnie collection are usually all stainless steel, unless they have a leather band or a nylon band. Then, of course, only the watch itself would be stainless. Another myth I want to break is that crystals from the swatches are not replaceable. And that is incorrect. If you have a stainless steel swatch with a stainless steel bezel, that's my coffee machine. It is kind of late, but I'm just now having my coffee. Anyway, so if you have a Swatch Arnie with a metal bezel, the bezel is removable, and you can replace the crystal if it's broken. It's only those swatches that are made of plastic, where the resin is kind of melted together, those you cannot replace. These are replaceable. Now we're looking at a watch that probably runs anywhere from $125 to $150. Keep that in mind as we're talking about this watch. So let's talk about the watch a little bit. Like I said, it's solid stainless steel, case, bezel. The bracelet itself is also solid stainless steel. Very well made. The links, they're all solid links. Something you won't find in a cheap watch, or most inexpensive watches. I shouldn't say cheap. The quality of the watch is pretty good. Every single link is removable, and they each have their own pins. The end links are solid, which you don't find that in some Rolexes or Omegas. So the quality is there. Again, I'm not saying run out and buy one. I just wanted to prove a point that these watches are not bad watches. It's hefty. It's good looking. I think it'd be a great beater. I mean, for the price, it's got a quick set date. It's got a great looking dial. It polishes and cleans up really, really well. I would maybe not use the same pin design on the bracelets of these pieces as they do the others, because basically it's just a rod that you pull in and out. I would prefer lug pins, but that's besides the point. But anyway, I just wanted to share this piece with you, show it to you, and maybe give some folks some idea of what these watches are all about. Yes, it's a cord watch, but again, like I said in my post, there are many brands that use cord watches, so you can't use that against them, against Swatch. Anyway, so that's That's my first video. I happen to like the watch. Feels really good. Does not feel cheap at all. Actually feels pretty smooth. Oh, I guess it should show what's on my wrist. Isn't that what everybody does? Give a shout out to my buddy Rob for the watch that's on my wrist. Vintage Seiko. Great looking watch. Anyway, that's all for today, folks. See y'all soon.